Good?
Yep. Fine.
All right. So for this little experiment, you're going to be eating marshmallows for me, okay? And you're going to be rating kind of the utility you get from each marshmallow you eat, okay? And in the economic world, when we talk about utility, like as in diminishing marginal utility, we use utility to kind of signify happiness, like how much extra benefit do I get from eating one more marshmallow or buying one more car or whatever. But it's that extra satisfaction, that extra benefit you get from doing something. Okay, that's how economists refer to utility. So anytime you hear utility, and you'll hear it a few times throughout the trimester, that's all. When we say utility, we're just talking about benefit or goodness or yumminess or whatever. Okay, so it's just that extra good thing we get from doing it. Okay. So with the law of diminishing marginal utility, we're going to kind of demonstrate that with eating some marshmallows. And I'm going to start out, I'm going to have you eat a marshmallow, and I want you to just rate it on a 10 to minus 10 scale. Okay? So 10 meaning, yeah, it's the best marshmallow you ever ate, and then on down to, maybe negative words.
All right.
All right, so go ahead and grab a marshmallow here.
All right.
And eat that. As quickly as you can, but don't try to choke it. No Heimlich maneuvers.
Done.
All right, nice job. And how would you rate that first marshmallow?
That's a 10.
That's a 10, solid 10. Okay, good. All right, go ahead and take a second marshmallow.
All right. Eat it?
Go. Yeah, go. That's something you wish you would have volunteered today. No, maybe not. Rating?
That's a 6.
Oh, wow. Big drop. All right, go ahead. Yeah. It's a little tougher right after lunch.
That's a 2.
Whoa. All right. Okay. Have another one. Yeah, go.
That's a negative 2.
Whoa. Negative 2. All right. I'm going to stop you right there and give you a big round of applause. Go back to seat. Nice enough. All right. So, what do you see going on in the experiment? What do you see going on with Jackson eating the marshmallows? What was going on?
He was less and less happy with what he got.
Seemed to be less and less happy the more marshmallows he got. Right? He was at a 10 for happiness for the first one. Right? Then he was at a 6. Then he was at a 2. Then he was at a minus 2. Economists do kind of a weird thing. Okay, so for the first marshmallow, like I said, he was at a 10. That's fine. The second one, he was at a 6. So basically, 4 less, right? Or a difference of 4. So now he's down to 10 plus 4 is 14, right? And then he went down another 4, right? 14, 18. And then from 2 to minus 2, he actually went down 4, so then he went back down to 14. Okay? And the way economists kind of think about utility is, as soon as that benefit starts to stop being positive and start going negative, that's where you kind of hit that diminishing marginal utility. Is he still getting some satisfaction between the first, second, and third marshmallows? Yeah, he's still getting some satisfaction. Not as much as the last one, but still some satisfaction. But then when you hit that fourth marshmallow, at that point, he's not getting any satisfaction, actually losing satisfaction. And that's where we hit that law of diminishing marginal utility. And what economists say is that this is kind of a basic concept. When we make choices as consumers, a big reason we make choices we do is because of this law of diminishing marginal utility. And I want you to think about, if you were walking in the hallway, and we'll pretend like this is a $10 bill, okay, but it's a $1 bill. So you saw this on the ground. What would you do? Would you walk past it?
No.
No, you'd probably pick it up, right? And would it give you some utility? Would it make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if it's $10, right? Yeah, yeah, $10, that's great. You could use that to buy gas, go to a movie, go out to eat, whatever. $10 can get you something. That's great. So it gives you some utility. Okay? If we're in the same hallway, $10 on the ground again, and Warren Buffett is walking past it, and he picks it up, is he going to get the same amount of utility as you did?
No.
How come?
He's got lots of money.
He's already got lots of money, right? In fact, he's got like $40 billion. Okay? So him having $40 billion and $10 isn't the same as you having $10 because you got nothing in your wallet, right? So there's a difference in utility. It's still $10 to both people, all right? But the utility of it has diminished for Warren Buffett because he has so much money already. The utility for you is higher because you don't have as much money. Does that make sense? Okay? So when we talk about law of diminishing marginal utility, a lot of our choices are made by that. I think about the best example for me is pizza. I love pizza. Okay? I could easily eat a large pizza, my favorite pizza, by myself. Anybody else in that boat? Like, yeah, large pizza, that's fine for me. You can get your own. All right? But what is the most satisfying piece of pizza? First one, right? It's the hottest, it's the gooeyest, you're the hungriest. That gives you the most utility. All right? Does that mean I'm not going to eat a second one?
No.
Heck no. I could still get some utility out of the second, third, fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth, seventh piece of pizza. But at some point, I'm going to hit that wall where the satisfaction's not there. The benefit isn't there for me to keep eating more pizza. And that's where I'm hitting that law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay? And if you watched the homework video yesterday, the video kind of illustrates the very same thing we did with the marshmallows with cookies. Eating chocolate chip cookies. First one's really good, second one's good, and so on. But at some point, you hit that law of diminishing marginal utility. It happens with goods too. It's not always just food. All right. If you own a car, right? Okay, your first car, is that going to give you a lot of satisfaction?
Yeah.
Absolutely. First car you buy, you're going to be like, yeah, that's my car. It's the best car in the world. I saved up money for it, whatever. Okay. Are you going to get as much satisfaction out of your second car? Maybe, because maybe it's actually your dream car, right? Okay. So maybe you're going to get more satisfaction. Okay. But like your seventh or eighth car, isn't that big a deal after that? No, probably not. And if you talk to people that collect cars, at some point, it's like, well, I could probably buy another one, but do I really need another one? I'm not getting any utility out of that, any satisfaction out of that. Did any of you guys collect things when you were a kid? Beanie Babies or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards or baseball cards, stuff like that? Okay. That's when you first started collecting, it was pretty fun, right? It's like, ooh, yeah, I don't have that one, I don't have that one. You're getting some utility out of that. But at some point, it's like, how many more Beanie Babies can you put on your shelf? Or how many more cardboard boxes can you fill up with the same baseball card you have, 20 other copies of? You don't get as much utility or satisfaction out of that. Does all that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple? Okay. So take a second then, if it makes sense, which you claim it does. I just heard you claim. With the people you're sitting with, okay, and Harley, maybe you can talk to those two there. Take a minute and somebody or all of you come up with your own situation in your own life or from someone else you've seen where you've seen this law of diminishing marginal utility in action. Okay, so some example that I haven't used already. So you can't use like cookies or food or pizza. But some other example of marginal utility. I had a lot of really good examples second period. We'll see if you guys can come up with any. I'm going to come around the room and listen to your conversation in just a minute. We'll get it? Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are at a really good restaurant.